Up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of. The 30. At their own 28-yard line.
Wait, set, 53! Hey, pick your game up. Hey, check it. Hey, check it.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go, D. Gonna be a long day on this. It's Ozzy.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Throwing on 2nd down, Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man is Matt Breida. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
White. Cross. I got this.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Round 80. You can't hang.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here we go. 180!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him deep.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Alabama. Get wide. Hey.
To throw, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Brady going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return is Pettis. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Coleman now. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Dante Hightower on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
12. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. I'm on. Smooth. 52. Say hi.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Man open. It's Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 64 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Stay with your man.
Brady gives to Michelle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. .42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Black 80! Check.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Patriots' 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Bring it. Right there. White. Right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Here we go. 180.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Slam. Watch twist. Shift. Slam. Kill. Jack.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard
Here we go.
line.
180. Check. Watch 54. Hey, come on. One, Omaha. 24. Check 24. Hey, gun.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 17 yards out, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you...
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. DeForest Buckner. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, I got him. That's me. Rip.
They'll run with Michelle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch my board. Watch the screen. 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 Check. Check. Flag. 2.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Mike, here we go. 180. Hey, check 24. 21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Yeah, this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. Dorsett's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That throw by Brady, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
And this one complete to Smith. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Brady to throw again. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Into the hands of Pettis. It's a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a third down.
65.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd down, McKinnon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
11. 1, Omaha. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Here we go. 13.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And he will find his receiver Pettis for a 49ers touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Makes the score Niners 42, Patriots 7. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Niners 49, Patriots 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. What a spin. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Extra point good by Gostkowski. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get
touchdown, 49ers! 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
It tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd and 7, Brady, he finds Dorsett, it's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there of 22. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight down. There you go. You go tight. Regular.
On the ground is Michelle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, that's 380. 96. You ain't got nothing. Check 3. Alert.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Gostkowski the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Blitz coming for Garoppolo. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Michelle. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They run once more with McKinnon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On the ground, this is Michel, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On the ground, Michel. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deep fourth. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
I'm here all day.
And they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Patriots' 36-yard line.
And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateur. Down the track when they tackle like damages. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed to be murder victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City,